hell. Got an unreasonable spot to watch the sun go down. Nice and sheltered from the wind just here, actually. Hello, my name is Jason. I'm a 55-year-old van lifer, and I've done a really bad job of cutting my own hair. There it is! 12 millimetres, damn it! Why couldn't I find that when I cut my hair? I ended up cutting my hair with a 9 millimetre, thinking that was my longest one, and I've got a bloody 12 millimetre there. I mean, really? This haircut was totally avoidable. Well, I got a lovely 24-degree, sunny southeast Queensland winter's day, and guess where I'm going? Mount Cotton mountain bike trails. Oh, a few more mud patches today. Some shenanigans. Sketchy cheese grater on a trail. Certainly rocks poking out. Not one you want to crash on, that's for sure. Alright, into the super sketchy bit now. I hate this part. Bloody hell. Oh man, I come down there so slowly. I think I'm pretty well worn out. Well, I'm going to do myself some dinner here on the side of a very noisy road. The quarry up where I park for the mountain bike trails is such a busy one. The trucks are just non-stop. Under the cover of darkness, I'll wander down into the suburbs, possibly find either an industrial area or a new residential estate. I've got a few marked on the map. Haven't seen them yet, so I will see them in the dark, and hopefully they'll be suitable for me to sleep in. Because tomorrow I've got a pretty cool plan. At least I think it's cool anyway. So anyway, let's check back in about 30 seconds for you guys, and we'll see what I'm up to. Leaving under the cover of darkness, been out in a just a new residential area. It's only it's 5 to 6. I've been awake since 4:30. I wasn't far off a busy road, and I'll tell you what, from 4:30 onwards, man, everything just ramps up. I think people get started earlier in Queensland, and yeah, probably because of the heat during summer, I guess. But yeah, man, it's so noisy from 4:30 every day. Anywhere you try and sleep, just so much traffic noise. I reckon I found myself a reasonable spot for breakfast. Okay, it's not really a secret because you probably read my title for the video or saw the thumbnail, and it shows that I'm going over to the islands in Moreton Bay. I just found the mandarins in my fridge had turned to liquid in the bottom of my veggie cooler there, so I had to clean that up. Also means I now need to get rid of a bag full of rather stinky mandarins. I'm going by bike. I put my bike shorts on. Anyway, I'm back in a second. Right, going analogue bike today. Got quite a flying fox colony here through the mangroves. Taking one road to the ferry terminal. I'll tell you what. Looks like the police are heading out to do their rounds of the islands, go and round up all the riffraff. Welcome to Karragarra Island. So I had no real plan coming onto the islands. There was no specific things I wanted to see, but the idea was just basically to ride around and explore in general. Karragarra is one of the smaller of the islands, so this didn't take long to whip around. I think that's Russell Island across the water there. That's probably the biggest of the islands. It's two really big ones and two smaller ones, 4 in total I think, that are inhabited. It's quite funny looking at the car transporter ferries. There's a couple of Woolworths home delivery grocery trucks on there. Macleay Island next. This one's quite a big one, about 6 k's up to the far end, so might as well go to the far end. So you come up the hill and there's basically a small spa supermarket, there's a little restaurant, Chinese restaurant there, there's a pub, hotel, tavern type thing. Turned out this island was a little bit hilly, so it was a bit of a slog getting up to the other end, sort of undulating up and down about 5 or 6 hills. There's actually quite a lot of traffic too, which surprised me, so yeah, that was a bit annoying to say the least. Hi. That's nice. Not a bad view at all, really. Block of land for sale, $379,000. Basically, I think it backs onto the reserve, which goes down to the water there. You can just sort of make out the water through the trees. Seems to be pretty flexible on the types of houses you can build. I've seen a lot of really small, sort of, 1-2 bedroom type cabin things. So. $379. Obviously building over here is going to be very expensive, but you'll probably get a modular home over, maybe another $300,000-$400,000. Oh, bloody hell, it adds up quick. A little wetland area down the bottom here, all bloody paper barks and everything. Nice. Another nice little wetland. I think there's plenty of wetlands around here, always looking pretty soggy and mushy. There's the school. There we go, catching a ferry to school every day. There you go, little 1-bedroom house on the side there for sale, $625,000. More than adequate for someone that's been living in the back of a van for a long time. One of the rules I kind of set for myself when looking at houses to buy is to make sure that they're high enough so that in the next 20 years, when the sea levels have risen about 2 or 3 metres, I don't get flooded out. There's definitely some houses on this island that would be okay. There are some that definitely won't be. But I guess the issue is that if the water level does rise, your access road's going to get cut off. But hey, you have to catch a boat anyway to get across to the mainland, so yeah, whatever. A lot of birds on the island. It's quite often when I go out into the bush, you're out here in the middle of the day and you don't hear a thing. There's not a single sound from any birds, but it's just continuous here, just non-stop bird chatter everywhere you go. Karragarra Park, apparently. Ah, that's nice. Back into the town centre, I think. I'll grab some lunch before we get back on the ferry and head over. Not sure if I'm going to go to another island or maybe just head back to the van. We'll see. Damn, looks the part. That looks really damn good. That was a lot of food. Now I'm totally stuffed. I reckon I'll head back to the ferry and call it a day. My legs are pretty tired. I reckon you could sleep here. Right, there's plenty of cars left here overnight because obviously people that live on the islands have a car parked here, so you know, you kind of blend in. There are actually stacks of vans and things around here too, and I think if you're real quiet, you could probably sleep here. I don't know how good a sleeping spot it would be though. I think it'd be a bit noisy. Well, as lovely as this car park is, I think I'll go somewhere a little bit more scenic. Not going to do anything overly exciting right now. It's just going to be a relaxing afternoon. There we go. That's not a bad spot to sit for a while. We've even got pelicans. Pretty much dead low tide now. Look at that. Thought I'd better come for a short walk along the well, mud flats here, I guess they are, or scoria flats. There's just little rocks everywhere. Jeez, look at that. Water's dropped down heaps. There's a little hermit crab in there. See his little eyes poking out. Quite a beautiful evening, really. Well, probably time to slink off into the back streets. I think industrial area tonight sounds nice. I reckon I could push my luck and stay in that car park just here, but I don't think I'll push my luck, because it would be pushing my luck. 6:30 a.m. I'm getting the move on call from all the people rocking up for work. The original plan was to sleep in an industrial estate. When I got there, it actually had boom gates, so I couldn't get in. It does kind of make me think though it would be an awesome industrial estate to stay in if you get there early enough. If you get in before they shut the boom gates, then you won't get any hoons coming in at night. How cool would that be? Wow, what a morning today. Beautiful clear skies. This shall be today's breakfast spot. Bloody hell. A bit of a problem. I kind of decided that I was going to catch the ferry out the North Stradbroke Island. Here I am on my bike, all ready to go, about half an hour before it leaves. Gone down to the ferry terminal there, and she said I'm totally in the wrong spot. It's about a 20-minute drive away. Have to go to a different suburb. That blows, because I'm not going to make it. I guess I can catch the next one, which is about 10:30. It's now 9:30. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half waiting because I missed the 8 o'clocker. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I'm near the ferry terminal and I can see that parking's going to be a bit of an issue here, so I reckon I'm going to miss the ferry just because I'm trying to find a parking spot. Honestly, the shit show continues. So, sitting here for like 20 odd minutes waiting for the ferry to come. It rocks up 10 minutes before departure time. I looked at my camera battery and it was flat. So I just bolted all the way back to the van, and I'm parked a long way off. Fortunately I have a bike, so I can do it pretty quickly. Got my batteries, come back. Where the hell's my helmet? Yeah, forgot that too. So it turns out there's buses. Probably could have just walked onto the ferry and saved myself a 20 odd K bike ride, or actually it's going to be 40 round trip, so never mind, here we are. Alright, well once again I think I've underestimated just how big the islands are and how populated they are. Like, Point Lookout's where I'm heading, 20 Ks. 40k round trip. I also want to go to Amity, that's 18 Ks. I don't know. Riding with my safety cap in lieu of a proper helmet. I assume this is all people that live on the island. It must be a lot. Could have got a bus. It is, well, and truly, one of those days. Oh, Springs, what's this? It's a scenic stormwater drain. There you go, semi-fresh water, I assume. Is this a beautiful ride? I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a ride. There you go. Right, seen it, now let's go back. I think that's where I want to be, up there. It's supposed to be a nice rocky headland up here, so we're going to have a look. Beautiful boardwalk along here, this is cool. Everybody's whale watching, I guess. It's so busy, I guess it is school holidays. Nothing says I can't ride bikes here, so that's what's happening. Yeah, it is an active utility trying to show the whales. They are out there, just sort of straight ahead. Looks like it would have been a nice walk along the headland there. I'm not going to leave the bike anywhere, just there's too many people around. I wasn't anticipating so many people. Oh, that's really nice. Bloody hell. I'm not sure it'd be warm enough for me to swim, but hey. And to the right-hand side of the little rocky point that I'm sitting on, and the four-wheel drive's lined up way down there. There's a long beach way off to the horizon. Yes, looks like an appropriate spot for lunch. Oh, next little town round is Amity, and it's on the other point, on the other side of the island. So it's 20 k's from here. Amity Point, finally, bloody hell. Seems to take an eternity, especially on a bike that really struggles to go above 25 k's an hour. This is cool, there's a little curlew running around. He's going to run away when he sees me, because he's me getting excited at the one little curlew. I just saw about 4 of them running through the campground there. Hello there. Well, 2 o'clock now. I'm probably about 18 k's, I think it is, back to Dunwich, where the ferry comes from. So I'm probably going to start riding back and maybe have a little look around the beaches down there, since I didn't really have a look on the way out. I'm getting to the point where I've had enough now, and definitely had enough of people close passing me along the road. A bunch of signs along the way saying 1.5 metres clearance to cyclists. I think these idiots can read it. I just missed it. Shit. That sums up the way my day's been going. Anyway, only a half-hour wait, and I'm on the barge now with all the cars, so it's a much slower trip on the way back. It's going to be like 45-50 minutes on this boat. I think it was only about 20-25 minutes to come out on the passenger ferry, so the passenger ferry is definitely the way to go.
Welcome aboard.
This one's a little bit more civilised. Even got a kiosk here to pass the time over the next hour. So anyway, I'm going to leave you all here as I disappear into the sunset, and I'll see you again in a few more days, hopefully. Thanks for watching. See you soon.